Hey, what's going on, everyone? Gonna be a little quiet early in the morning again, about to head off to some baseball. But I wanted to talk about this play first. Got it in my email. This is Nicaragua and South Africa in the World Baseball Classic qualifier, I believe is what it is. And we've got a little hidden ball trick. So I wanted to show you it and talk about it. And then we're going to talk about the rules because the announcers actually don't get the rules right at first. So let's play it right here. So the ball comes thrown in from the outfield, and you're going to see the third baseman right here. He's just going to walk over, and he's going to pretend to put the ball in the pitcher's glove. Pitcher's going to walk back to the mound. Now, here's the thing. Depends what level you're at for this. So at certain levels, you can't do this. But MLB rules, you can go on the dirt. So you can see he's on the dirt right there, and just keep an eye at the runner at third. Once he steps off right there, he gets tagged. And at first, nobody makes a call. Like this umpire right here doesn't say anything. No one says anything. No one's really sure what's going on. This guy's showing him the ball. Like, I've got the ball right here, and he was off the bag. So literally, so now he just says time. And they bring it together and they talk about it, and they end up going to replay, I believe, and seeing that the runner was actually out. Now, when this happens, we're going to back up real quick. When this happened, the announcers that were watching this said it should have been a balk because they said that the pitcher was on the dirt. Again, it depends on what level you're at. I believe in college and even in high school, you can't be on the dirt. But at the major league level, you just can't be on the rubber. So you can't be on the pitcher's rubber, and you can't be straddling it. So you can't have your feet like on each side of it. But you can walk on the dirt. So we're going to play it one more time. I want you to watch this again. Here comes the throw. Throw comes in. And the more I watch this stuff, and it is probably tougher to do this at high school or college because you can't be on the dirt. But I'm surprised more people don't try this. We've seen Clemson do this a couple of times, and they're successful with it. But at the higher levels, like especially where you can walk around the dirt, you can get some players with this. You can probably get a decent amount of players with it. And even if you're at college or high school, just don't go on the dirt. Just kind of walk around. But right there again, see, guy walking off the base right there. And this is why, as the runner, he's looking down right here. He's not looking over here. That's why, as the runner, you never get off the base until the pitcher is on the rubber. If he's not on the rubber, don't get off the base. That's like rule number one. You learn that once you start leading. Now, a lot of people are going to yell at this guy right here. Everyone always in the comments is like, what's the third base coach doing? Especially at this age, like you're a big boy. You need to know to not get off the bag until on the rubber. Right? But this is like tricky. So as a third base coach, you're coming over here and you're talking about the situation now. Even if he was staring at the glove and staring at the ball, like you can't see if that was put in there. They do a good job of it. So, I mean, technically, I guess you could be like every single time you could say like, hey, stay on the bag until the pitcher gets to the rubber. But again, at this age, you've said that so many times that you don't expect your runner to just come walking off of the base. So again, watch it one last time. If he had just stayed on the base and waited until he got on the rubber, he's fine. But he just walks off and boom, got him right there. So really good job by the defense. Again, this might be something that I start to try to do. I know when it doesn't work, you look like an idiot, but I'm starting to see it work more and more and more now that I'm like, maybe we should put it in a little bit more and just see, especially if we notice that the other team isn't disciplined and they will get their leads before we get to the dirt or get to the rubber. And again, depending on your level, you might have to adjust this to make sure pitchers don't go on the dirt because it would be a balk and now you're going to let the run score. So just make sure you know your level and you know your rules. But something I might put in. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.